Alive high above the blaze. We're at the rear of the Toronto Badminton and Racquet Club right now. You can see crews are still battling the blaze, smoke, flames still billowing this hour. And one of the sad parts of this story is that Toronto could very well be losing a storied part of its history. The club, the heart of the club, was originally built way back in the late 1800s. It was a Toronto streetcar barn. Now it is part of the main lounge, and that main lounge is what you see going up in smoke behind me.
My father was one of the founding members of the BNR, Walter Martin. He was one of the original members. And then my sister and I grew up there, played tennis. I have a twin. It's just been our home away from home. Great friends, memberships, weddings. It's just got many years of memories. I'm very sad, very sad.
A piece of Toronto's storied history gone. The original building was built in the late 1800s by the Toronto and York Railway Company. It was first called the Deer Park Car House. In 1921, the TTC took over the building, which was used as a streetcar house. In 1924, it was purchased, and so began the Badminton and Racquet Club's long storied history. The old streetcar barn actually made up the core of the club. The main lounge had 7 badminton courts, which were still in use until today.
Huge history. The club, especially unfortunately the back half of the club is where that's the oldest part of the club, and unfortunately it seems that's where the fire is concentrated. So it's too bad. That seems like where the biggest area is, and that's where the most history is in the club. The old members lounge and that sort of thing. So.
Today's fire dwarfing the fire here at this building in 2009, which gutted the men's locker room. Today, fire crews waded through knee-deep water as they tried to douse the flames from every angle, including a condo balcony. The club has approximately 100 employees. Many of them today were left to watch helplessly in disbelief.
It's very sad, that I've been working there for 20 years, that the building is going like that.
The club's been there ever since I was a kid. Yeah.
To see it gone today, what goes through your mind?
I feel for the people who work there. That's the main thing. I know that they have a bunch of car jockeys and chefs, people in the kitchen, and they're all huddled together and kind of watching their job disappear. So, I mean, that makes me feel sick, to be honest. It feels awful.
As for those who call the neighborhood and the club home, today's massive blaze has left a void nearly as big as this fire.
I played tennis there for 50 years. What can I say? I grew up there. It's just, it's a loss beyond words for me. It's like a second home for me. I'm devastated. I just trust everybody got out. I was supposed to be playing tennis this morning and I hurt my ankle, so I didn't go. But it's a tremendous loss to the city and to our cherished members as well.
Sadly, flames still raging this hour at this fire. Now, earlier I spoke with members, as you just heard from, as well as Councillor Josh Matlow, many suggesting they're going to want to try and rebuild this club, though first they have to deal with the task at hand, which this hour is still a raging inferno.